the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Detroit Lions. Has us ready to go, and we are underway here at Ford Field. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
A man who played collegiately over at East Lansing, it's Kenneth Walker III. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Second down and 6 now.
Let's go. Cavity Lions.
They'll look to throw here. This one goes underneath to Walker. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. That's sack courtesy of Jack Campbell.
A loss of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down. 3rd and 10.
A dime look defensively for the Lions on 3rd.
Here we go.
Back to throw here. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line.
First down. A gain of 18 on the play. And the Seahawks first down.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
Here's a 2nd and 7. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. They'll give him 4 yards there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And Brandon, as you know, sometimes it's a lot tougher to run with these tight ends nowadays in the NFL than just bigger wide receivers. He lined up on the left side of formation, ran a drag route across the field, and tried to work his way open. He was able to make the catch, but the defenders were there, couldn't do a whole lot with it afterwards.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways. But you're right. offense through him.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. He'll look to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Intended for Kenneth Walker. Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
They'll try to capitalize on play number 11 of this opening drive. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker.
A gain of 5.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Myers on for the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A man who was the Georgia State High School Player of the Year in 2020. Here's Jahmyr Gibbs. And the defense on him quickly there as they stop him at the 40 for a gain of just 2.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down, Goff. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. Breaks through the contact. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 34. On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there on 2nd down. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 5. A short pass here taken in by Laporta. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Here's Goff. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that will bring up 2nd down. This drive has been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs. Hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now 2nd and 3. Now back to the ground. Here's Gibbs. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up first and goal.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
First and goal at the 2-yard line.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Gibbs is in for a Lions touchdown.
Did my eyes deceive me? Or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Piniero's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this one over the back line of the end zone, where they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Here's Walker to start the drive. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
18 Cardinal, 8.
2nd and 11. Smith and Jigba with the grab. Will go down as a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Pass incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about no man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is gone. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3 our score. Goff going to shift him around. They'll look to throw here on first down. Finding Williams once more, complete. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. So as we talk it over, we step aside. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To the air again. Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Gibbs. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13.
That's good.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be second and 6.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
9-yard line, second and 6. They'll pitch it out to Gibbs here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
They'll run with Gibbs. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Jahmyr Gibbs with career touchdown number 60. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Seahawks 3. Jack Fox to kick off for Lions.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Ready?
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote old Smokey and the Bandit lyrics. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Red. 19-18.
Second and 2. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he works free. He's still on his feet. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Cooper Kupp, 56 yards. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Well, there you go, Charles. His first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to the knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Now it's gone. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Lions now going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 47-yard line.
Super 66.
Gone. Finds Gibbs on the check down. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. Here's 2nd and 10.
We go tonight. By 20.
Here's gone. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch, dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
By 20. Louis.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Leek Woolen. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Well, indeed, trying to run it out as they start on the ground. And he will perhaps get back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. And time has run out on this first half. Fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Oh, want some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return.
22-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it. But I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities. And I will guarantee you that those guys are lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Second down and 6 now from the 26. Going up the gut, Montgomery. He'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throw left side complete. That's Gibbs. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very well executed play. It goes for 29 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball, let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Goff now looks to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here we go. White play. What's that?
Now Goff. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kobe Bryant. Down to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone to push the lead up to a field goal. So that effort gives him a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, and that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage, at least give your team a fighting chance.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, got your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now Goff. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end.
You gotta thumb this out. 180.
Now a give to Gibbs, running left. And some room to maneuver. Now he's into the clear again. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs with now 3 week-one touchdowns. And the Lions have retaken a third-quarter lead.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. It's up and good to make it 21-17.
Makes the score Lions 21, Seahawks 17.
Kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard
line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And not much there. Maybe a yard from the 24.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
2nd and 9 now. There's a short one caught by Arroyo. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
36-yard line.
Let's go now.
Godwin, the motion man. Well, here's a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll look to throw it off play action. And some space here. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the third quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick 6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11.
Makes the score Lions 28, Seahawks 17. Jack Fox to kick off for the Lions.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he returns this to the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick-6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick-6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
First down, Seahawks.
Here we go. Cut.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. From the 43, here's 2nd and 9. Now back to throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
He finds Smith and Jigba. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try to get the ball back again.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They'll set up a throw. That'll be caught. It's caught. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 15-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Lee McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop it.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. 2nd and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is 1 play from stalling out.
They'll get this complete to the tight end Garner. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Okay, ready?
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Seahawks are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And with the scoreboard against them here in the 4th quarter, this was definitely 4-down territory. Really nice job there finding a way to get open, and a really nice throw. That sets them up with 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. It's a quarterback sneak. And he'll get it. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Seahawks have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a 1-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fights forward at the 20. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's a one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
It's a gain of 8. And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 34.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Just week one, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down, but a nice little gain. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I can be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, here's Gibbs. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the 1st down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive will take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for week one, and one of our early window games here in week one on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Lions, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.